Listen, man, I don't have no bitterness towards women. I'm not angry at women. I'm not none of those things. If you watch any of my content, you guys will know all I talk about is healthy relationships. I'm not saying you treat women bad. I'm not saying they don't add nothing to the team. What's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all for checking this video out. Listen, I'm going to get straight to the point, okay, fellas? Listen, do not make this mistake. The mistake that many men make is that they put a woman before themselves. Guys, let me tell you something. That is a huge mistake. You never put a woman before you, okay? It takes a lot of work to be the best version of yourself, okay? It takes a lot of work to be a man. You have to build yourself every single day. You have to work on yourself, okay? And as soon as you stop working on yourself, as soon as you stop focusing on yourself, as soon as you stop building yourself to be the best version of yourself, you begin to decline. You have to consistently build yourself up. This is why you got to focus on yourself. Guys, when you begin to focus on a woman, put your time, energy, and resources into a woman, you will decline faster than just life tearing you down. See, life will tear you down just because that's just what it is. You got to work on yourself to build yourself back up from the daily tear downs that life will throw you. But I'm going to tell you something. If you are not the best version of yourself and working on yourself all the time, and you are in a relationship or you are in some way, shape, or form dealing with a woman, and you're putting all of your time, energy, and resources into that woman, and you're not putting anything into yourself, you're not putting more into yourself than you're putting into her, you are slowly declining. And what's going to happen is, guys, you are going to suffer. Never put more into a woman than you put into yourself. Never, okay? Well, this is why a lot of times, guys, when you see men go through a breakup, man, the man is so broken because everything that he has, everything, you know what I'm saying? He invested everything into that woman. He invested everything into that relationship. When you hear a man talk about, man, yeah, this is my better half, the reason why she's his better half is because he has invested more into her than he has into himself. And what happens is when the breakup happens, right, his better half leaves. What is he stuck with? His worst half, his not so good half, his less than half, after all the time and energy that he put into? Man, listen, this is why you never put more into a woman than you put into yourself. Listen, that woman has free will. She can get up and walk away whenever she wants to. That is a risky investment. Guys, let me tell you something. Nothing in your life will ever be better than you. If you are moving right now and you're at 50% capacity, you're moving at 50%, then everything connected to you in your life will be at best 50%. At best 50%. Your relationship will be at best 50%. The woman that you're with will be at best 50%. But when you start investing more into her, what happens is you're taking a little bit away from you and you're putting into her. Okay? You at 50%, right? No, matter of fact, I'm gonna start you off at like 90%, man. You first come into a relationship, man, you at 90%, right? When you were single, you working on yourself, building yourself up, you in the gym, you doing all this stuff, right? First getting into a relationship and all that, man, you good, you at 90%. But then what happens when you start working on yourself and you start focusing on her, you take 1% of you and you put it over on her. So let's just say you came in and y'all both were at 90%, man. So now you focusing on her. You focusing on her. So now 1% leaves you, 1% goes to her. So what happens? Now you at 89%, she at 91%. Focusing on her, investing everything into her. You ain't putting nothing back into you, right? Because she's the prize, right? That's what they tell you, she's the prize. You got her on a pedestal. You put her first. So now 1% of you leaves, goes towards her. You at 88%, she at 92%. Do you see that? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Guys, nothing in your life connected to you will ever be better than you. Wherever you are, that's where everything else will be, period, point blank. That's just what it is, I'm telling you. So when you stop investing in yourself and you start investing in a woman and you are investing more into her than you are into yourself, you start to lose yourself. Many men are in relationships right now and they don't even know who they are. Don't even know who you are. Many of you guys think being alone is being lonely. Being alone is not being lonely. But see, the thing about it is most of y'all don't even know yourself. So what happens is when you're alone, Because you done gave up so much of yourself, you done gave away so much of yourself to a woman that when you are alone, you are lonely. Because you don't even have yourself. Yourself is with her. You just a shell. You just a shell of a man because you've given all of you to her. So then when you're alone, you're lonely. I'm telling you guys, man, stop putting your all into a woman. Put your all into yourself. You are what you attract. Y'all don't understand that, man. You are what you attract. Listen, man, I don't have no bitterness towards women. I'm not angry at women. I'm not none of those things. If you watch any of my content, you guys will know all I talk about is healthy relationships. If you're in a bad relationship, what do I say? Fix it. If you can't fix it, what do I say? Get out of it. But listen, let me explain something to you. A lot of you men are investing so much into a woman, you can't walk away. All you're doing is looking at the investment. Like, yo, I'm gonna walk away from this investment? Guys, man, you gotta have the power to walk away, man. Most of you that do not have the power to walk away is because you idolize that woman. You pedestalize that woman. You put that woman before you. And that's what happens, man. You gotta stay focused on you, man. Stay focused on your grind, man. Stay focused on your purpose. Never put more into a woman than you put into yourself. And I'm not saying a bad thing. I am not saying a bad thing at all, man. But you have to come first. You come first in everything in your life. You are number one. And there's nothing wrong with that. Man, let me tell you something, man. If you're in a relationship, man, anybody that's been in a relationship, man, y'all know that women, I don't want to say women are unstable, emotionally or mental, but y'all know, man, women just be up and down, up and down. That takes a lot of energy to deal with. Because you got to deal with you. You got to stabilize you and everything you got going on, and you got to stabilize that woman. So think about it, guys, man. If you're not at the top of your game and that woman comes to you and she's emotional or whatever like that, man, listen, if you ain't at the top of your game, what's going to happen? You're going to get emotional too. You got to be able to control the room. You got to be able to control the situation. And if you ain't at the top of your game, if you're not the best version of yourself, you have invested everything that you have into her. You put her first when she's emotionally unstable. Man, how you gonna stabilize her? Man, let me tell you something, man. You got to be the best version of yourself at all times, man. Never put a woman before you. A woman can get up and walk out of your life at any point in time. And there's nothing you can do about it, man. You don't own a woman. I don't care if she got your last name. You don't own a woman. That woman's going to do whatever that woman is going to do. This is the part that you got to understand. That's why you always got to be on point. Let me tell you something, man. For you long-term relationship guys, man, I think I did a video about this. How to remain masculine. How to remain masculine when you're dealing with women. Listen, man, when you move in with a woman, it is going to take a toll on your masculinity. I'm telling you, it is going to take a toll on it. This is why you must work harder. In my opinion, man, when you're in a relationship, you got to work harder. You got to work harder on yourself. But what happens, man, you get weak, you get comfortable, you get complacent, you get dependent on that woman. Man, that's bad. That's bad business. I'm telling you guys, man, stop focusing on women and focus on yourself. A woman is like, listen, really? A woman ain't really going to be too attracted to you. She's going to lose attraction to you when she becomes your focus. And trust me, a woman can tell. A woman likes a man that's on his grind. A woman likes a man that's on his purpose. Women like that stuff. So y'all be thinking, man, I got to spend as much time with her as possible. Man, I'm not saying don't spend no time with your lady. I'm not saying, man, don't make sacrifices from time to time. But man, all I'm saying is don't put her before you, period. Never put anybody before you. Never put a woman before you. I don't care if she's your wife. You never put your wife before you. I'm not saying mistreat her. I'm not saying she's not important. I'm not saying she's valuable to the team. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, guys, you are the dominant in the relationship. You got to take care of yourself, period. Period. That's just what it is, guys. Listen, I can't stop, man. Put yourself first. You come first. I don't care what a woman tell you, oh, I'm the prize, I am the table, and I'm this and I'm that. Listen, man, that's not accurate. It's not accurate. It's not accurate. Nobody is a prize above you. You are the only prize in your life. You are the only prize in your life, man. Stop prioritizing women, man. Stop prioritizing the women. Don't put the woman first. I don't care if she's your wife, man. It don't matter. It don't matter who she is. You can't take care of somebody if you're not taken care of. That's just how it is. How you gonna take care of somebody and you can't even take care of yourself? I'm just saying, think about it. You never put a woman first, man. You always at the top of the food chain, and that's just what it is. I'm not saying you treat women bad. I'm not saying they don't add nothing to the team. I'm not saying that. For whoever's watching, I just put it like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? A woman ain't valuable. I'm not saying don't treat her right. You know what I'm saying? I know, women be like, oh, this guy, he doesn't like women. He's anti-woman. I'm not anti-woman at all. I'm simply, man, he has to be number one. He has to focus on himself, period. That's just the way this goes, fellas. Never put a woman before you. You come first. End of story. Y'all be good. I'll catch you on the next one. Never put a woman first, guys. That will be the beginning of the end. I'll catch y'all on the next one.